See, Lori, look, I be stalking your Instagram. And I like those pictures.
Thank you.
And he is really making an impact on your life, Michael B. Jordan.
So remember when I said that Michael B. Jordan and Lori Harvey's breakup was messy? Well, scratch that, because things have only gotten wilder. Every single day, the drama between these two seems to grow. And now it looks like we're in for a real twist. Word on the street is that Michael B. Jordan might be back with his ex, and Lori Harvey is not taking it well. She's been throwing some serious shade his way, and you won't believe what she's been saying. Let's rewind for a second. Michael and Lori dated for a little over a year before they split. When the news broke, a lot of people weren't exactly shocked. From the start, many fans believed their relationship wasn't genuine, that it was all for publicity. Some people even said it felt like a PR stunt. According to online chatter, Lori needed to clean up her image because she had been linked to several men in the past, and people were starting to talk. On the other hand, Michael B. Jordan was facing criticism for supposedly only dating white women, which upset a lot of his black supporters. So when he suddenly appeared with Lori, a lot of fans believed it was all a calculated move to fix their public images. After the breakup, Michael looked genuinely heartbroken in public. Reports said he was the one who wanted to take their relationship to the next level, possibly even marriage, but Lori wasn't ready. Apparently, he proposed and she turned him down, saying she didn't feel ready for that kind of commitment. That decision didn't sit well with many fans, especially those who loved Michael. They dragged Lori online, calling her names and accusing her of not appreciating a good man. Social media exploded with comments about how she would never find another man like him. It got brutal fast, and Lori definitely took a lot of heat. But here's where the story takes a shocking turn. It's now being rumored that Michael B. Jordan has quietly reunited with his ex-girlfriend, Ashlyn Castro. And no, we're not talking about Lori. This is the woman he dated before Lori came into the picture. To refresh your memory, right before Michael and Lori were first seen together, he had just broken up with Ashlyn. Then, just weeks later, he and Lori were suddenly all over social media, posting couple pictures and spending holidays together. The sudden timing had fans scratching their heads. One minute, Michael was single, and the next, he was cozying up with the Harveys for Thanksgiving, conveniently caught by paparazzi, of course. Now fast forward to today. According to insiders, Michael and Ashlyn are allegedly back together, but they're keeping things very private. It's said that he doesn't want the public backlash he knows might come from being with a white woman again, especially so soon after dating Lori. People are already whispering that this move makes the whole relationship with Lori look even more like a publicity stunt. Think about it, how can you go from planning a proposal to your girlfriend one minute to rekindling things with your ex just weeks later? Something doesn't add up. What's interesting is how differently the public has reacted this time. When Lori moves on quickly, people criticize her non-stop. But when Michael does it, nobody seems to care. There's no outrage, no judgment, just silence. It's a clear double standard, and many people have started pointing that out. If Lori had been the one linked to one of her exes right after the breakup, social media would have torn her apart. But since it's Michael, everyone's pretending not to notice. Some fans are calling the whole thing out, though. One person online wrote, "I honestly believe they were never really together. He's back with who he wanted to be with all along. Black women support him the most, so he had to pretend he was into them." Another fan added, "Maybe he was still talking to his ex, and that's why Lori walked away. He just didn't want to look like the bad guy." And honestly, that could make sense. If he was already reconnecting with Ashlyn while still with Lori, that might explain why Lori ended things. But it still raises another question. What is Ashlyn thinking? She's getting back with a man who was just trying to marry someone else a few weeks ago. Doesn't she worry about being the rebound? Or worse, the backup plan? Because to a lot of people, that's exactly how it looks. One fan summed it up perfectly, "So this man was ready to propose to Lori, she said no, and now he's back with his ex? No thanks. I'm not getting back with someone who was just about to marry another woman." Another commenter added, "It's just strange. If Lori had done this, everyone would be calling her messy and heartless." At the end of the day, nobody really knows the full truth except Michael and Lori themselves. But what's clear is that this situation has exposed a lot of hypocrisy in how people treat men and women after breakups. Lori was judged harshly for not wanting marriage yet, while Michael is being quietly applauded for moving on. Still, the timing feels off, and the whole thing leaves a lot of unanswered questions. Whatever the truth is, one thing's for sure, the Michael B. Jordan and Lori Harvey drama is far from over. Okay, so we all know that Michael B. Jordan is Hollywood's golden boy. Everyone loves him. He's charming, talented, and has that perfect guy image. But lately, there's been some serious talk about what really went down between him and Lori Harvey. If their relationship was just for publicity, then there's a big chance he might have been seeing his ex, Ashlyn, the whole time. Maybe he never even fully broke up with her. If that's true, then technically he didn't cheat on Lori, because their relationship might not have been real in the first place. But if it wasn't a PR stunt and he really was sneaking around with Ashlyn while dating Lori, then everything starts to make a lot more sense. Remember when Steve Harvey and his wife Marjorie were throwing shade after the breakup? Steve tweeted something about loving yourself and Marjorie posted a video saying something like, "Don't stay where it stinks. Get out of there." At the time, everyone thought they were being messy for jumping into their daughter's drama. But now, if Michael really was fooling around on Lori, maybe their reactions were totally justified. Still, calling him out online made them look a little petty, and people didn't take it well. But honestly, now it all seems to fit. Back then, everyone was confused why Steve and Marjorie were shading Michael when Lori had dated guys who treated her way worse, and they stayed quiet about those. Maybe they knew more than we did. Anyway, Michael clearly isn't worried about what people think anymore. He recently deleted all of Lori's pictures from his Instagram, and we all know that's the universal sign that a relationship is truly over. Sources say he's trying to block out the hate and focus on his new relationship with Ashlyn. Apparently, he's determined to make things work this time and doesn't care what fans or critics have to say. Meanwhile, Lori seems to have responded in her own subtle but spicy way. She posted a photo on Instagram of a car with a license plate that read, "Dump him." It didn't stay up for long, but the internet moves fast. People got screenshots before she deleted it. Everyone immediately assumed it was about Michael. What's shocking is that Lori usually stays quiet after breakups. Even when Future dissed her in a song, she didn't say a word. So for her to post something like that about Michael means she might be seriously hurt. Fans noticed too. One commented, "That post was so out of character for Lori. I wonder what Michael did." Another said, "We may never know the truth, but I bet it's something big." At this point, it's probably best for both of them to move on. The relationship had its time, it ended, and now they need to let it go before it gets messier. Breakups are hard enough without the world watching. But clearly, this one's not over just yet.